My name's Donovan.
Hi, Donovan. Patty.
Nice to meet you. And today we're thinking of going, or we are going to go to Tahquitz Canyon for hiking.
The mountain, the peak, the long trail up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How do you say it?
Tahquitz.
Tahquitz. I knew we had it wrong.
And then, so like, he's going to have us like navigate it today. So like, what should we do if we get lost and all that?
Yeah, I lost a little bit of a place.
Well, there's probably better questions. The first one would be, how do we get there? Do you have a map? What do we got to pay? That kind of
Okay,
stuff.
so you're going to Tahquitz, you say canyon, but you mean Tahquitz Peak?
Yeah.
Okay, there's two ways to get up there.
Yeah.
There's South Ridge Trail, and then there's Devil's Slide via the Pacific Crest Trail. Now we're getting reports. We just got a report as far as the Pacific Crest Trail that there's, if you go that way, that there's ice. That there could be ice that might not be ideal for getting up there today.
We were thinking of starting at Humber Park. Which one is that?
That means you go up Devil's Slide, and that's where you might be hitting the ice. Hardly ever any suicides up there. It's just a long time ago, like 100, 150 years ago, they used to claim that would be a good place to commit suicide. So the people that live, the loggers and stuff like that, they would say, oh yeah, if you want to commit suicide, that's a good place. So I don't think, I'm pretty sure no one actually committed suicide. Well, that's good to know.
Now, what's the story with the Indian lovers?
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Oh.
That kind of goes to like the Ramona. That's the Ramona.
Oh, it's a different one?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
a different story. And some people do say that.
Yeah.
That's the Romeo and Juliet
Yep.
kind of story. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think that's
So for this hike, we don't need a adventure pass, but we do need to register so that you know
Hiking
we're out
permit.
there. The hiking
Yes,
permit.
uh-huh.
And Ben, why do we need a hiking permit? Ask her.
Why do we need a hiking permit?
That's a very good question. The main reason that we have day-use hiking permits is because we count how many people are in the wilderness. And the reason we do that is because we have a very small wilderness here. We're not like the Sierras, which is huge.
Yeah.
Our wilderness is very small. We're real close to Los Angeles and San Diego, so a lot of people come up here, and so we keep a count of how much human traffic is going into our wilderness, because you get past a certain point and our wilderness will start to degrade.
Now,
We want to keep it wild.
do we need to check in with you and say we came back so that you know we're not stranded out there?
No.
It's not that kind of a permit then.
No, it can be used for your safety,
Yeah.
but that's not the main purpose. And how
Okay.
it would be used for your safety is if you disappeared and someone missed you. Someone would have to miss you.
Okay.
And that does happen occasionally.
Yeah.
We do get calls in here, not very often, and say, oh, we think so-and-so went hiking, but we
You don't know,
don't
and
know
then
where
you
they are,
and then
they
you
didn't
see them
come home,
registered.
you know?
Okay.
And then what we'll do, we'll just physically go through the permits and try to find that name.
Oh, that's a good
Doesn't
call.
happen very rare.
Any other questions, boys? Okay. Very nice.
I hope that you're kind of familiar with the Leave No Trace program. Have you ever heard of that? The Leave No Trace program?
You heard that, Ben?
It's a very important program for any wilderness, and it has 7 principles. I won't go through.
So Ben, since you went over there, we're not gonna take this up and like all the way around because like there's like a part, I don't know where it is, but it's like really steep and there's been reports of ice. So then we're gonna go to this part and go up the shorter route, and it's like only like 3.6 miles.
So I think that's the South Ridge Trail.
Yes.
So
Wait,
the other
is that
one,
over?
the other one, she was thinking could take 4 to 6 hours, and
Yeah.
that she said it got really steep and really sharp and really icy, and you just may not be able to get there, and we don't want to have a dangerous incident. But she says this other trail is a lot of fun. It's real challenging, lots of switchbacks, so we'll have fun with that. So you ready to hike, Ben?
Yeah.
All right, look over here.
Staring contest.
Well, that's going to be a hard one to win, Ben.
Okay, so my dad, when he was younger, he had like this, like, he was camping and his parents forced him to stay outside, and he was in a tent. And then apparently, this is what he tells me, that a bear crawled up and was sniffing at his tent and all that, and like, he could hear like it breathing. He was super scared. So like, from that point on, every time he sees like a picture of a bear or something, like on a movie, he always like has nightmares and screams in his sleep.
So I'm the dad, so what's up with this bear display in the ranger station on the way up our trail?
Bears.
This is not good.
Probably a five.
You guys gonna protect me?
No.
3, 2, 1, staring
What-
contest.
Another staring contest? You lost the last one.
Last two.
I was opening my eyes for a while.
You think you can win this one?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while.
Oh my gosh, my eyes are watering. Hey guys, it's Ben. We are at the South Ridge Trail, and my worst concern is that we get lost. And the challenges is getting back in 4 hours and 30 minutes.
Why is that?
Because where we are, it gets dark really quickly. So at like 5, it starts to get dark.
That's right. We don't want to be caught out in the dark. And so we're at the trailhead. What are you doing, Deej?
No, I found this ice. I found this ice. Get out. Whee!
All right. Hey, no injuries before we even get started.
This is
From the corner.
This is called ice.
Guys, I wanted to show you guys this really interesting tree. There's like more of them, but like this one just stood out to us. We only really saw this one. So the black part is burnt, but this red part is where it's like alive. So like this tree had to fight a lot, and it just feels really like the red part just feels so soft. Like it doesn't feel like any other tree. It
It's
feels
like smooth.
it's like yeah, super smooth.
Hey Dad, can you see your phone? I found something right here.
What do we got there?
It's a woodpecker hole. Whoa.
Digging in, huh?
There's-
What's he dig for when he goes in there?
Worms and other insects.
Oh, what? Ben, tell me about those holes. What do you think they are?
I think these holes are. I think these holes are for like smashing corn and like foods with rocks because
No, that's dangerous. Mm-hmm.
I never seen two holes right next to each other. They're like the same length and like really circle.
It does kind of look like that. And then there's some more up here.
Yeah. Up
Maybe,
here it's probably a water collector.
Yeah, that might collect water in the evenings or at night, you know.
Definitely.
But I don't know if Native Americans lived way up top at this elevation or not. Maybe. Good thinking.
DJ.
This would be a good place to camp out, weather away from the elements. Although it could be something was living in there. Let the boys talk about this, but this is the other side of Window Rock.
A coyote.
What'd you guys find?
Oh, we found lots of water.
Nice.
Looks really good.
How many? And you got a couple more pools over here?
1, 2, 3.
We thought we might see this. So this probably froze last night.
No, this is probably a sign of snow.
How cold is it?
It's cold.
Because the rock is staying cold. How cold's the rock? But the inside of the rock is probably very cold. So the bottom of that's probably pretty cool. But I bet it was ice most of the day and then froze
Yes.
and then thawed. All right, so another one of these neat plateaus. But what do we see around the corner over here, boys? What's over here? What did we find? We found Tahquitz Peak.
Wait, do we have to go all the way up to there?
Let's go take a look at it.
Dad?
Let's go take a look. Well, we're gonna see there, Ben.
Well, what I assume is that this is like, I feel like the aliens like stacked this for some reason or something like that.
Maybe a house.
Yeah, maybe a house.
Or maybe just the freeze-thaw cycle, but that's an interesting idea. You can see a lot of them like this. That's what makes me think that these are getting frozen and done. What do you see right behind you, Ben? What's over there on the hill, on the cliff? I think that's Tahquitz Peak.
Yeah.
We're getting pretty close, aren't we? All right, we're gonna head to the ranger station now.